DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin with DreAllDay.com. Topic of this video is the excuse is the reason, or if you don't want to call what you're doing an excuse, you can call it the reason is the reason. Whatever way you want to language it, doesn't matter. We're talking about the same thing. And the thesis of this video is that anytime there's something that you want to do, but you decide not to do it, and you give yourself some logical, justifiable reason to not do it, which some people may call an excuse to not do it, that is the exact reason why you should do it. Doesn't matter what you want to call it, whether you want to call it a reason or an excuse, that's the very reason why you need to take the action. So for example, let's take somebody who is, let's say you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to get physically in shape, and you're thinking about hiring a personal trainer. And then you go talk to trainers because you've been going to the gym, you're not losing weight, you've been trying to eat right, you've been trying to do all the stuff, but it has not yet produced the desired outcome. So you go talk to a couple personal trainers who could possibly help you get in shape and lose the weight that you want to lose. You got 25 more pounds to lose and you want some help getting there. So you go talk to some personal trainers, they tell you all the stuff they're going to have you do, and finally it gets around to the point that you can commit to doing whatever it is you need to do to work with the trainer, usually which means you got to put some money on the table, right? And what happens at that point when it's time to put money on the table, what happens with a lot of people, this usually happens in anything that is, this especially happens in things that are service-based. So let's say someone's thinking about hiring an accountant for your business, or a coach for your career or your personal development, or a trainer for your fitness, is that when it comes time to actually make a commitment, which means putting some money on the table for you to actually get the thing, what a lot of people start doing, and I've worked in gyms, I've worked as a coach, I've sold all different types of business services, so I know this happens, is that people start coming up with reasons/excuses to not actually commit, even though they already know that they need to do the thing. They already know that they need an accountant. You already know you need a coach. You already know you need a personal trainer. And then people start coming up with these good sounding, but no sense making reasons to not do anything. And usually the main reason is that they just don't want to make the investment. They don't want to make the financial investment into whatever it is that they said that they wanted to do. Since they don't want to make the financial investment, again, they start coming up with these stories. So their stories will be things that sound good, but don't actually make sense. So it'll be something like, for example, let's say somebody's been trying to lose weight for 5 years. They haven't lost any weight, and then they go talk to a trainer because they know you need a trainer. They meet with the trainer tells them all the things they want to help you do, and the trainer says, all right, in order to get started and start working with me, this is the investment that you have to make, and the investment is X number of dollars, whatever amount of money you got to pay for the trainer. Because the person doesn't want to spend the money, then they'll come up with this justification like, oh, well, maybe I just need to eat better, maybe I need to watch some more YouTube videos, maybe I need to read another book on health. My husband bought me a health book for Christmas, maybe I just need to read that again and go through it again. Maybe I need to do it on my own a little bit more. You hear people come up with people go through this whole thing, all these things that they maybe should do on their own instead of making an investment into themselves, when the whole point is, what's the reason why you're even having a conversation in the first place? You're having a conversation because you tried to do things on your own and it didn't work. You were unsuccessful at that, and you want to call it failing. Some people look at that as an attacking language to point that out, but whatever. You tried to do it on your own, it didn't work. You didn't get the outcome. That's the reason why you're going and enrolling help, or considering enrolling help. And if you're getting on a conversation with somebody who could possibly help you, already know you need the help. It's just a matter of, are you willing to do what it takes to get the help? Do what it takes means, are you willing to do the work that this person is going to have you do? And are you willing to make the investment that is required in order to get this person's help? Those are the only two things that really slow people down. The challenge for a lot of people, and this is where the nonsense comes in, this is where the bullshit comes in, is when people start basically convincing themselves. They're not convincing the person they're talking to. They start convincing themselves, oh, maybe I can just do a little bit more of blank and that will solve my problem. Well, listen, doing blank, whatever you're thinking that you could do, instead of actually getting the help that you know you need, you already tried that and it didn't work. So this is why, again, when somebody says, well, my excuse is I can maybe just do it on my own. No, the fact that you tried to do it on your own is the reason why you should stop doing it on your own. You get what I'm saying? If you're in a business, you're running a business right now, you're thinking about hiring an accountant, and the accountant says, okay, this is how I'm going to help you, this is what I'm going to help you do, here's the investment to get me on board as the accountant for your business, and then you see the investment, and maybe the investment's a little bit more than you're comfortable investing, you say something like, okay, well, maybe we don't need an accountant. Maybe we can just keep using QuickBooks, or we can keep using one of our staff members. My niece can keep running our books and running our running the accounting for our company, and maybe we'll get by with that. No, the fact that you were using QuickBooks and the fact that your niece was your accountant is the reason why you need to hire an accountant, because if that was working, why are you in the conversation in the first place? Everybody understand what I'm saying here? And the whole point of this is exactly what I said. The excuse is the reason. So here's what I want all of you to get from this. This is your call to action. The next time you tell yourself, I need to do ABC, and all of us have a list of things that we know we need to do that we are not doing, and then as soon as you tell yourself that, here's what's going to happen. You have these automatic thoughts that pop off in your mind. The automatic thoughts are the excuses as to why you have not yet done that thing, because this is not the first time you told yourself you need to do it. So let me say it again. Next time you tell yourself you need to do something, it will be like the 37th time you told yourself, I need to do that thing. All right, this is not the first time. Then as soon as you think it, you're going to get another thought that gives you an excuse, a reason to not do it. I.e., I can do it tomorrow. I'll get to it later. It's not that important. I'll take care of it when I get around to it. I got all these other things going on. I don't need to do it right now. All of those are excuses. If you want to call them reasons, call them reasons. It doesn't matter what you call them. It's not a semantic. This is not a war of semantics. Here's the point. The exact thing that you gave yourself, the exact reason you gave yourself to not do that thing, that's the exact reason why you need to do it right now. So if you just do this is what we call mental alchemy. You're just alchemizing the situation. You're taking the situation that you're looking at one way, and you're going to flip it around and look at it another way. Sometimes in life, this is all you got to do, and this is where you can get a breakthrough. Take the way that you're currently thinking, flip it around, and look at it as the opposite. So in other words, the next time you give yourself an excuse, a justification, or a logical reason why you are not doing something, instead flip that around and say, you know what? How about that excuse or that logical reason to not do something be the exact reason why I should do it? And if you start thinking that way, I guarantee you, you will at least, you'll take one thing that you've been putting off and bullshitting about, and you will actually get it done, finally, that you've been telling yourself for 3 months that you need to get done. And then when it comes to the bigger thing, that might be something small, like you need to fold this laundry that's been sitting on your table for 3 weeks. That's the small things. But then when it comes to the bigger things, like the things that you need to do for your life, for your real life success, like hire that personal trainer or that accountant or hire that coach. And the reason that you're not doing it is because you're uncomfortable investing the money. All right, when it comes to something that involves money, but you're uncomfortable investing money, that's the exact reason why you need to invest money. Because if you have a problem investing, let's just keep the numbers simple. You have a problem investing $100 into something right now. The only reason you have a problem investing money, I heard a businessman say this once and it made perfect sense. Only time a person has a problem investing money in something is when you are insecure about your ability to make that money back. If you're secure about your ability to make the money back, then investing the money is not that big of a deal, because at some point you're going to make that money back. That money will be replaced. Money is the easiest thing to replace, especially if you're a business owner. So if you're in this situation, and I'm a business coach, so I talk to people who get into these situations where they know they need to do something so they can make more money in business, but when it comes time to invest, they get cold feet because they don't want to invest the money. And I'm like, yo, sir or ma'am, the very reason why we're talking is because you don't make the money that you want to make. So the fact that you're insecure about investing money makes sense, but that's the exact reason why you need to do it, because you're insecure about it. If you had more money, you wouldn't be insecure about investing $100 because you know you can easily make $100. You get what I'm saying? And again, I'm just using $100 as a placeholder. Swap out $100 with $100,000, with $10,000, with $1,000, $500, whatever. The very reason that you're using to not do the thing is the reason why you need to do the thing. If you start thinking like that, again, it can change the way that you behave. It can change the way you think. It can change the way that you look at things, and it will change the outcomes, at least some of the outcomes that you're getting in your life, and that can start leading to major breakthroughs in life, and it will lead you to actually doing the things that you actually know you need to do. But again, up to this point in your life, you've been giving yourself these convenient, logical, rational, good-sounding excuses to not do them. I'm trying to help you get over that. I'm trying to help you get over yourself and get over that nonsense. So with that said, text me right now. Tell me the best idea you got from this video. Here's my number, 305-384-6894. I send that daily motivation out. I send out daily motivation text every single day for free. So when you text me, you'll start a conversation with me every morning. Starting tomorrow morning, you'll get the daily motivation text. And secondly, workonyourgameuniversity.com. If you'd like to work with me directly on your personal and professional development, whether that's your business, whether you're trying to make more money, trying to get your mindset in the right place, trying to get your strategies in place for your business, if you need to systematize what you're doing, if you don't have any systems in place or anything in between, go to workonyourgameuniversity.com. That link is down below in the description of this video, and let's get to it and make it happen. Work on your game. Dre all day.